Modern women are facing a major shakeup with the new law against paternity fraud that just passed. This game-changing move is already causing shockwaves and forcing many to rethink everything. Let's see how this law is flipping the script.
Look what just came into the mail. Look at this, child support money. Let's see how much we got. Oh God. We're about to get paid. Let's see how much. I didn't get squat. Right here. 0. The I need it with $0.
Got him! Got him!
Finally, it's about time the system wakes up and starts holding these cheating women accountable. Paternity testing should be mandatory at every birth.
Y'all got too many comments, and I cannot address the comments enough. Y'all bashing me about having 7 kids and looking for somebody to help take care of them. What is the issue?
No.
As a single woman, am I supposed to just give up on life and not want to find a man?
What about their father? Why can't he step up?
That's going to help me and my kids. And 4 of my kids have dads. It's literally just 3 that I'm looking for help with. That's it. But I'm going live tonight at 10 or 10:30 because we're going to get to the bottom of this and I'm going to find me a man.
She's saying it's just 3 as if it's a small number, while people cannot even manage 1 or 2 at best.
Hey. Look what I just got. Long time coming. I'm on that run. You know what? Let me open it with you guys. Oh my God. Cute. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
It's truly a shame to see parents acting this way.
Pay to the order of Nikki Oviedo. Thank you, bitch, for my son. Kyrie, what do you want? Kyrie, what do you want to go buy? You want to go buy your Luigi costume? Say thanks, Dad. About time you start doing. I will never be that mother piece. Thank you for finally doing some for your son. Round of applause. Yeah, let me go ahead and endorse. Thank you. Hello? Yeah, I want to deposit a check. A child support check.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
That's exactly how a villain from a movie would laugh.
Give birth, the doctor comes into the room and asks your husband if he wants to do a DNA test to make sure the baby's his. He says yes. Is he wrong for that?
Kind of crossed my mind when I'm watching this that why can anybody just walk in with her and be like, yep, I'm the dad, just put me down as the dad, yep, I'll sign this paper, now I'm the dad. Like, it should, I don't know, like, we should verify that.
You're goddamn right. Exactly. They should wait till the dad is verified, then sign it.
I don't think that he would be wrong for agreeing to take a DNA test. Yes, I think it, like you said, it bases on the relationship itself. But as Blaze has said, he's known a lot of people and himself have dealt with realizing that it's not theirs. I would say, like, if I got pregnant and we're in the delivery room and Ty's like, yes, I want a DNA test. Like, yes, it would throw me off guard and I might, in that heightened state of emotion, be like, what the do you mean you want a DNA test? but then it's like, okay, let me just give birth, calm down, and then we'll do it.
Priorities, Leslie, priorities.
Like, I was all for Trump, dude. I was all for Trump. And then hearing this whole thing of like, so yes, I have my kid's dad on child support, okay? I get $200 a month for both of them, okay? What is $200 going to do in California? Nothing, but it is what it is. I don't care. It's something. It's like something for me to take the boys out and do something fun since I can't do it on my own.
Some people would always complain no matter how life gives them.
Now with Trump passing the law that if your kid's on if you put your baby dad on child support, they're going to be getting the money from the child, like for child tax. How the does that work? How does that work, dude? I'm literally the one that takes care of them 24/7, have for the past 10 years. How can he file and get all the money when I'm the one taking care of them? He's been MIA for like 7 months. What?
Missed the part where that's my problem.
You simply cannot have it all. It's not how life works.
And haven't watched any of my videos and know my story. Because if you don't know, my son and I share a bedroom, and I'm in the closet so he doesn't wake up.
She could have gone to the kitchen to record instead, but she did this so she could get people's empathy.
And that's why the lights are off in here too. I am going through a really hard time. And I know a lot of people are. And I am someone that has a really hard time asking for help.
Huh?
But I am so desperate. And I need to know that I have tried everything and all of my resources. So that is why I am here. I am part of the TikTok Shop Creator Fund.
Whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come.
You think someone is genuine until they start to beg, and the fact that the paternity test proves the guy is not the father shows she cheated. So why should people support her in that case?
And so all I need you to do is please just watch this all the way through and like it and repost it and save it and do all the things. The teacher a lot of time to be on TikTok Shop and to try to get things done on there to make supplemental income. And I obviously can't have another job because I'm a single mom. And so I'm reaching to you guys.
If you falsely accuse a man of being your baby's daddy, it's called parentage fraud, and it's no joke. It's a new era. Ladies are legally free to be with whomever they feel free to be with. And for some women, an honest mistake could be made. Just make sure you're sincere and you've done your homework. And if you're making a legal claim to force a resistant man to claim your child as his dependent, make sure you can back it up with the facts.
Yes!
This is what it should be like. If a guy is falsely accused of being the father, there should be consequences.
My husband got a paternity test on our 5-year-old daughter and it came back negative, but I never cheated. And now he wants a divorce. And after a lot of silence and anxiety, I finally had a conversation with him. We discussed a lot of things, but I told him I would literally never cheat on him. I told him a list of tests that I really wanted to take to prove it to him that it was a faulty test.
So that was a lie.
He told me he didn't want to hear it right now, so we're going to talk a little bit more about it tomorrow. Although this is really hard on him, he did say that he still loves our daughter and that he won't try to kick me out of the house or our room again. I have no idea what to do. I feel like I'm being punished for something that I literally didn't do because I did not do it and I would never cheat on him.
It always makes me angry when I hear people say paternity tests are faulty.
At the end of our long conversation, I did ask him to hug me just to feel a little bit of reassurance, and he did, thankfully, and that made me feel a lot better. But I'm still just so scared that I'm not going to be able to convince him that it was a faulty test. I don't know how I can be a good wife and support his needs while also proving my innocence.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
I'm a man right here, Detroit. Yes, sir. You got anything you want to say about yourself? Where you from?
No, man. I'm just out here knowing the bars, man.
All right, first question. Do you believe that there should be mandatory paternity tests at the time of birth?
Yeah. I definitely believe in mandatory paternity tests.
Why?
Just because it protects both. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no question about anything after you get paternity test. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies, this is not a shot at you. It really does protect everyone, but most importantly, it protects the child.
That's what I'm talking about. People shouldn't take it personally when a man asks for a paternity test.
A woman found out that her husband got a secret paternity test due to pressure from his family because of their daughter's darker skin color and curly hair. She posted to the relationship advice subreddit where she revealed that she's Brazilian American, but her husband is Serbian and very fair. When their daughter started developing her darker skin, his entire family made jokes about him not being the father. This mom found paternity test results in his phone and questioned him about it. And the dad revealed that his family was accusing her of cheating and pushed for the paternity test. On a daily basis, they were in this man's ear. He claims he got the paternity test to shut his family up. But he did it behind her back, and now she's hurt and angry about it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
She feels betrayed by his family, who she thought truly loved and cherished her and her daughter. She's also convinced that her husband doesn't trust her and can't decide whether or not she should let it go.
It's not about trusting or not. A wise man once said to trust, but also verify.
But the fact of the matter is, if you don't trust your spouse, the first person you should be talking to is your spouse. There is an expectation that your spouse will have your back, which includes stopping baseless attacks from extended family members. If this dad truly had concerns about his daughter's paternity, he should have discussed it with his wife. Getting a secret paternity test, that might cause some problems when it comes to light.
This makes absolutely no sense. If a partner is a cheater, they would oppose the idea of the test. And they'd only make it hard for you when you ask.
That the United States making DNA testing mandatory is stupid. I don't think that, it's something that if you feel like you need a DNA test, go do that on your own time because you feel that way. I don't think every person, there's millions of people in the United States. Like, it doesn't make sense that people could be using that time to do other things. Like, you could be saving a life. You could be in a hospital saving a life.
What?
I personally pay taxes, and I care about where my money goes. I'm not here to pay for so-and-so because there's a confusion about who's the father. That's not my business. Handle your personal. And for me, I want to fund schools. I want to fund the MTA because the trains are never on time. We got bigger problems. We have bigger problems. I'm sorry.
If they truly cared for good causes, they should have put this one in #1 priority, because the family is the spine of society.
Why are there so many women against doing paternity tests when the baby is born? I just made a video about the Laura Owen situation, a woman who accused the Bachelor Clayton Eckert of being the father of her child, being indicted for paternity fraud because essentially she said that she was pregnant by him. She wasn't actually pregnant at all. So the judge actually decided to report her, and now there is a criminal case open against her for the paternity fraud. In my comment section, there are women talking about how women are entitled to bodily autonomy and that they also have to look out for the bodily autonomy of the child. To do a DNA test, you don't actually need the DNA of the mother. Does it help the test go smoother? Yes, but having the mother's DNA is definitely not required. I get that it might be embarrassing or kind of rude, but shouldn't the father be able to know that the child is his just like the mother knows that the child is hers because it came out of her? It seems like we should know who the father of our children are, and it shouldn't be offensive for someone to ask for a DNA test.
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Yes!
I couldn't agree more. The father deserves to know 100%.
Even what's wrong?
There's no way a woman doesn't know who the father of the child is.
What do you mean? How does she know? How does she know? How does she know who the father is? If a woman has sex with 10 guys, are you telling me that she will know who the father is?
10 guys?
Yes. What?
I'm telling you. Because she knows.
So are you telling me that women who say that or who act surprised that they didn't know that the child was news, they're lying?
Guys, yes, they are lying.
Gotcha.
What's horrifying is the fact that some know but still decide to hide it and accuse the wrong guy.
Y'all be cheating on y'all boyfriend and y'all get pregnant. Why do y'all tell on yourself? Just let your boyfriend be the baby daddy. Just let it be what it is. You don't have to tell him nothing. And when he gets to question you, gaslight him. Like, so you really think this not your baby? And if you have to, even threaten him. Say, if we gotta do a DNA test, my baby not getting your last name. Dudes love for their kids have their last name. Like, they take so much pride in it. They act like it's the most important thing in the world. But telling on yourself is a no.
I beg your pardon?
And I know some people are like, oh, well, your child deserves to know who their biological parent is. Do what's best for your child.
Doing what's best is being loyal from the start.
Some people don't have a daddy in their life at all, and it's their real daddy. It's about the man who stepped up to be a daddy. Being a dad is way more than being blood related. But y'all don't want to listen. Y'all just want to get on here crying on the internet because y'all chose the wrong baby daddy. Y'all want to talk about how this dude a baby, but he was never in a relationship with you anyway. So did you really think that he cared about you? You really think that he would care about a child that came out of you?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
If it's ours, we care. Otherwise, not so much, because of the betrayal.
Look, y'all ain't gotta take my advice, but ask yourself, would he be honest with you? If he went and made another baby with somebody else, would he tell you? Or he gonna let you find out on your own?
Those of you who are in Tennessee, guess what? House Bill 2689 is getting ready to pass. That is requiring paternity tests before you sign the birth certificate. Because, you know, when people do paternity tests, 1/3 of the time, they end up not being the father. And if they start testing everybody, that number can only go up, not down. They're actually starting to jail time the ladies for maternity fraud.
That sounds like good news already.
Because it is such a rampant crime. And yes, it's a crime.
Hallelujah. This needs to go nationwide. But at least it's the first step. Progress, not perfection. But in the meantime, I advise any male that I know to get yourself a DNA kit and swab that child's mouth.
You're goddamn right.
Because you'd be surprised just how many of those kids belong to another man. Women do this all the time. I'm a woman. I hear what's going on. They'll usually attribute that child, even if that child is from someone else, they'll attribute that child to the best man.
Some choose their favorite guy and give him the responsibility, even if it's not his in the first place.
The man they feel has the most money or the best ability to be a father.
All your kids actually yours? Honest question. Quietly do paternity tests on all of your children. Just up, shut up, and get one test for each child. Keep your mouth. I'm going to put a link for the paternity test down below. Each one of your children, somehow, some way, I don't care if you get it from the rim of a glass or however you get the DNA, you need to find out if each of your children is actually yours. Did you know a certain percentage of children, if you have a number of children in a family, there's a high percentage that at least one child is not yours?
It's an evil world we live in.
I hate to blow the whistle. Truth tellers are always hated before they're loved, and the truth hurts before it heals. Get the paternity test down below. Are all your kids actually your kids?
Many people advise to do it quietly, because if the other parent is a cheater, they will oppose it.
I think it's funny how a lot of women will say that men lie and men are pieces of shit, but why is it that 26.9% of all women have lied about paternity? Meaning they've actually pinned a child on a father that isn't theirs. And most of them have admitted doing this because they pick the more suitable father out of the men that they've been cheating with.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Additionally, another study was done in the UK that 1 in 10 women don't know who the biological father is and they just take a guess. These men actually grow bonds with their children and raise them and fall in love with them, and then they ultimately find out that the child is not theirs.
I can't imagine how heartbreaking that must be.
How sick do you have to be to do that to a man, but also to do that to your own child? It's absolutely diabolical. And the worst part about it is there's little to no consequences to the women that do this. In fact, they might get a slap on the wrist or have to pay a fine, and that's only if the father wants to sue, and most of the men don't go after her or don't do anything because they don't have the financial means to fight it in court. I mean, do what you will with this information.
But luckily, this will soon change and justice will be served.
Do this in my own family. This happen all the time where you go and get the test later after 2-3 years. You know, the child's been born for 2-3 years. You go do it later and you find out you ain't the father. I'm just saying, coming from the man's standpoint, the baby ain't coming out of us. So I'm saying protect yourself and make sure that that's your kid. It's nothing wrong with that. I understand where you coming from, but you got to see the man's point of view as well. If we're going to look at the woman's point of view, you got to see the man's point of view too. That's all I'm saying.
Wrong women if you got to do that. Go ahead.
Before I even have my
No, it don't matter who it is. I'm sorry.
So, would you still have this in place even if you're married to her?
You see?
Both have an understanding that it's just you and her in that relationship. I just want to ask that before I say what I want to say.
I think that it should be illegal for anyone to walk out of a hospital without making sure that the paternity is done. I think that should go with, once you have, a baby and everything like that. I think that should be a part of it. That's just the way I feel about it.
If you want to do the test, the sooner the better. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.